There's no sports league unlike it anywhere in the world, where cartoons and football come together. This is the United States Cartoon Football League, celebrating its 40th anniversary.
Let's get ready to rumble!
You see? Even without magic, I'm not totally helpless.
I never said you were. Actually, you're pretty resourceful. Why do you waste your time fighting for Skeletor?
I have no loyalty to Skeletor. It's his power I want. Someday, I'll seize it from him, and then all Eternia will feel my might.
You know I'll have to stop you.
I know you'll try. Too bad, really. We make a nice team, you and I.
In a strange way, we do.
Greetings, cartoon and football fans, and especially fans of He-Man. This is Bob Mozark of the USCFL Network, welcoming you to the He-Man Triple Threat episode Runoff Challenge. In our continuing series of episode runoffs, we've pulled out all the stops for this contest. Before we get into the reviews, Robbie and the USCFL Network would like to welcome our 66th follower. We will endeavor to continue to hold your interest. This time we are featuring 3 shows of the same character. Once again, football scoring will be used from 0 to 8. We will pit one randomly selected episode of the original 1983 series with one randomly selected episode from the 2002 remake and an episode of the new Masters of the Universe series in chronological order. As we did with the when we did the She-Ra episode Runoffs, where He-Man wasn't featured, we're doing the same thing here. Any He-Man episode that featured She-Ra is excluded from this contest. As we go into round 2, the original He-Man series is in the lead with 8 points, followed by the 2002 remake with 7 points, and the new series with 6 points. After a brief pause, we will begin round 2 of the He-Man Triple Threat episode Runoff Challenge.
Out from the wreckage, can't make the same mistake this time. We are the children, the last generation. We are the ones they left behind.
1983 He-Man series, Season 1, Episode 59, The Witch and the Warrior. The wizard Malak has been summoned to the desert city of Eridan to defend its fountain of life from the evil wizard Kothos. When Kothos proves to be too powerful, Malak requests help from He-Man and Teela. At the same time, Skeletor sends Evil Lyn and Clawful to steal the fountain for him. Kothos creates a sand monster which is soft when on defense and hard on offense. He-Man waits until it is soft and creates a windstorm to blow it away. However, before he can return to the temple, Clawful attacks him. Evil Lyn casts a sleep spell on Malak, but while she is battling Teela, Kothos arrives and steals Evil Lyn's powers with the gemstone. He then transports the temple with the fountain to his desert fortress, abandoning Teela and Evil Lyn along the way. They agree to a truce with each other while trapped in the desert. He-Man defeats Clawful and arrives at the site of the stolen temple, where he is joined by Man-at-Arms, Cringer, and Orko. The five head to Kothos' fortress, while Teela and Evil Lyn continue there on foot, helping each other to battle the monsters of the desert. With the united might of the seven, Kothos is defeated. Evil Lyn regains her powers and turns Kothos into a sand slug. Malak transports the temple back to Eridan, and Evil Lyn honors the truce and returns to Snake Mountain. 2002 He-Man series, Season 1, Episode 10, Dragon's Brood. Prince Adam and Teela are on a diplomatic mission to strengthen the alliance against Skeletor. While traveling through the wilderness, they rescue a dragon that had been trapped in a cave. It leaves, but 4 of its eggs are swept away by a river. The eggs are found by Orka, who uses them in his juggling act, which results in the eggs hatching. The dragons rapidly grow, causing damage to the city as they are attracted to shiny objects. Evil Lyn casts a spell to cause the dragons to attack Castle Grayskull, hoping to weaken its defenses. Sorceress telepathically warns Prince Adam, who tells Teela that something is wrong at Grayskull. Adam slips away to transform into He-Man, and He-Man and Teela battle the 4 dragons. Then the much more powerful parent dragon arrives and is about to finish He-Man off when it recognizes the scent of the person who saved it. It leaves with his 4 offspring. Skeletor and his minions then attack the damaged Castle Grayskull with the Serpentor, which almost defeats He-Man and his allies. However, the 5 dragons return, kill the Serpentor, and soon have Skeletor on the run. 2021 Masters of the Universe Revelation Series, Episode 2, Poisoned Chalice. Tila has become a mercenary recovering magical items for pay with her friend Andra. They recover a magic glove for Priestess and then accept a quest from an old woman named Majestra to find a chalice in Snake Mountain. When Tila and Andra arrive at Snake Mountain, they find that it is now the temple of a cult of cyborgs led by Triclops with Trapjaw as his deputy. Triclops uses the chalice as part of his initiation of new cult members. Tila and Andra battle the cult members and recover the chalice. When they give it to Majestra, she offers to double the payment if they escort her to Castle Grayskull, which has been declared off limits by King Randor. When they get to Grayskull, they find that Majestra is actually Evil Lyn, who is now working with sorcerers to protect the last vestiges of magic in Eternia. The chalice is revealed to be Skeletor's Havoc Staff, or at least the head of the Havoc Staff. Sorceress joins her last bit of magic with the staff and pleads with Tila to find the two halves of the Sword of Power and reunite them. Cringer then shows himself and reveals that he is working with Sorceress and Evil Lyn. Tila reluctantly agrees and sets off to find the exiled Man-at-Arms. We will now briefly pause before returning with the scores and wrap-up.
Standing in the rain with his head hung low, couldn't get a ticket, it was a sold-out show. Heard the roar of the crowd, he could picture the scene, put his ear to the wall, then like a distant scream, he heard one guitar.
Wrap up. The Witch and the Warrior is a good episode that finds Tila and Evil Lyn choosing to come together to survive in the desert and battle the powerful wizard Kothos to restore Evil Lyn's powers and return the Temple of the Fountain of Life back to its rightful place. After the battle is over and the Fountain of Life is used to restore the injured Evil Lyn, she honors the truce and leaves without even mocking the heroes for their foolish goodness. I give this episode a 7. Dragon's Brood is a rollicking adventure, and I give it a 6. Poisoned Chalice is a solid episode which reveals what Tila has been doing since the fall of the Castle Grayskull. It surprisingly shows that Evil Lyn is working to help sorcerers protect and restore magic in Eternia. Despite her misgivings, Tila agrees to go on a quest to find and unite the two halves of the Sword of Power. I give this episode a 7. As always, viewers are welcome to submit their own reviews and scores. This is Bob Mozart from the USCFL Network, signing off until next week. Thank you.
Well, how's the patient doing?
Oh, I'm fine, He-Man, as you'll sadly learn the next time we meet.
I guess that means you'll try to take the fountain again.
I've had enough of fountains and you to last a lifetime. If this temple interests Skeletor so much, he can just come and get it himself. Farewell, partner. Our truce is over.
She left the temple without a fight. I can't believe it.
Manic, I think that's the closest Evil Lyn will ever come to saying thank you.